It's time for SEC Pigskin Picks, live from Catfish County, featuring Coach Billy Jack Hoover, Shelley Sizemore, and me, Professor Thorndike Sinclair.
Well, Professor, we improved to 38-7 after going 9-1 last week. Everybody did what they were supposed to do, except for... You tell them, Professor. I can't even say it.
Arkansas fell to Rutgers, Coach.
Rutgers in New Jersey. Shameful. Now tell me one thing ever to come out of New Jersey.
Well, I understand Snooki is quite famous.
What's that, a candy bar or something? I like Goo-Goos myself.
Snooki is a television celebrity. Let me just Google this. In fact, here's a picture.
She looks like a Oompa Loompa, Professor. I used to watch movies, but I don't know Snooki. Is she an actress?
No.
A singer?
No.
Well, what does she do?
She's a reality TV star. In fact, her show just portrays her going through her daily life.
So she can't do anything?
Pretty much.
What were we talking about?
Rutgers beating Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. No wonder I wanted to change the subject. Give the Rutgers Snookies credit. It was a great win for them. Arkansas, on the other hand, is still reeling from their off-season reality show.
It only gets worse for the Hogs, Coach. Arkansas travels to Texas A&M this week. A&M has scored 118 points over the last two games. They're averaging 45 points an outing this season while only allowing 12.
And that sounds about right for the score this week. The Aggies get a win while the Arkansas disaster continues. It's a light schedule this week, Professor, but I know we've got some slacker games out there, so let's let her rip.
LSU will remain perfect over Towson. This one will probably be a catastrophe for Towson since LSU will be motivated after dropping a place in the polls after barely beating Auburn.
Yeah, you know, your program's in bad shape when a team beats you and then they drop a spot. When does Arkansas and Auburn play, Professor? That should be a humdinger.
October 6th. But back to this week. Missouri travels to Central Florida, and they'll enjoy more than a sunshine. Look for a Tiger win. Steve Spurrier will take the Gamecock steamroller to Lexington and keep the Wildcats' misery alive and well. Coach, Alabama looks unstoppable right now. TJ Yeldon and Eddie Lacy are a powerful 1-2 punch running the ball for the Tide, while 15 Bama players have caught passes so far. They really know how to spread the ball.
Yeah, and their defense is only giving up 5 points a game. Ole Miss bounced back from the Texas loss to whoop Tulane 39-0. They're relatively healthy, but they're on the road against the number 1 team in the nation. Alabama stays perfect. All right, Professor, get Shelley Sizemore on the phone. She's headed down to Athens, Georgia for this week's Slobber Knocker Game of the Week.
All right, while Professor Sinclair gets Shelley Sizemore on the phone, I want to remind you to go on Twitter and follow me at Coach Billy J. That's at Coach Billy J. And then follow Shelley at Shelley Sizemore. And that's Chely Sizemore.
All right, slackers, we're back with SEC Pigskin Picks, broadcasting live from the Beaver Dam Roadside Tavern. We're joined now by Miss Shelley Sizemore, who's in Bulldog Country, for this week's Slobber Knocker Game of the Week, Georgia versus Tennessee. Shelley, what are you up to?
About to eat a hamburger at the Varsity. I love the way they say, "What do you have? What do you have?" And guess what? Ugga, the Georgia Bulldog mascot, is here with a couple of the Georgia cheerleaders.
They have a great tradition. Did anything interesting happen to you on the way down?
No, we've had a pretty normal trip.
Who's with you?
Lawrence Olivier.
Lawrence Olivier is not alive.
Lawrence Olivier, the squirrel, is. He's just got a sore leg.
What are you doing with the squirrel?
I saw him on the side of the road and he was limping. You know, I couldn't just let him stay there and get run over, so I picked him up.
Where is he now?
Saving us a seat.
At the Varsity.
Hang on, Coach. It's my turn to order. I love the way you say that. Let me get a cheeseburger, onion rings, and a big Diet Coke. And what do you have that Lawrence Olivier would eat? Poor little thing is starving to death. A bag of nuts, maybe? No? Berries? Well, just make that 2 cheeseburgers then.
You gonna feed a cheeseburger to a squirrel?
No, I'm just really hungry.
The game, Shelley.
Well, Bulldog quarterback Aaron Murray has already thrown for 1,092 yards this year, and the Bulldog defense held Vanderbilt to 3 points last week. The Dogs are at home and hungry against the Vols, who got an enormous scare from Akron. The game was tied at the half, but a good chewing out at halftime woke up the Vols. Georgia is number 5 for a reason, and Derek Dooley is obviously still in a rebuilding process in Knoxville. I think this one is going to get out of hand in the home team's favor. Uh-oh, I gotta go, Coach.
What's wrong, Shelley?
Lawrence Olivier has jumped on Uga's back. Remember how I told you how hungry he was? Well, I think he's gonna... Oh, ouch! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna need those burgers to go. See you, Coach. We need to make a quick getaway.
Where did the squirrel bite him?
I just can't say. I can't take you anywhere.
Good luck, Shelley. And so long from the Beaver Dam Roadside Tavern. For Professor Thorndike Sinclair, this is Coach Billy Jack Hoover. Now remember to follow me on Twitter at Coach Billy J and follow Shelley at CHELY Sizemore. Now give me 20 slackers.
Come on, Sir Lawrence Olivier. We gotta get out of here.